The Huawei Honor 8.
So this is why I was gone last week, y'all, because I was
Huawei Honor.
Huawei Honor.
I was at the launch event for the Honor 8. Boop. For
Hands
the Honor
on
8.
with the
hands-on with the Huawei
Hands-on.
Honor 8.
There's a gas leak in Novato, California, and a wildfire.
Uh-oh.
Jeez,
That's the end of
Louise.
end of the world.
That is
Recipe for disaster
gosh,
right there.
Google. Jeez, Louise. Anyway, seriously. Jeez, Louise. Anyway, the camera on this thing is actually pretty good. Let's see. I hope I didn't take any like weird. You never know.
Awesome.
with
You
me.
never know.
Never know. I'm not going to enable location services. It looks like I've only taken a picture of whatever this is. Oh, this is here at the TWiT studios. It's the carpet.
That is an amazing picture of the carpet.
Nice.
Here's what 15 layers of glass looks like. Or
So that's
whatever,
all
however
black.
many layers of this is. Yeah.
That is cool looking.
It's very blue in person. I'm having a hard time showing it to you on camera, but
Yeah.
it's a beautiful blue. You'll see here on the back that we have the dual 12 megapixel cameras. These are dual Sony sensors right here, and they are actually pretty good at shooting photos. So let's just jump
so it's
into
one camera is RGB,
Yeah.
one camera is monochrome for more like
Yes.
contrast and stuff.
one.
right?
Yeah, one camera captures all the details. The other one captures all of the color and sort of helps like regulate that together. It sounds gimmicky.
But it's a trend. It's totally a trend.
It's
right
totally
now.
a trend. It works, but I still kind of feel like it's just there as a
as a
look,
mark
guys.
on
We
the
have
spec sheet.
2 lenses
Yeah.
instead of 1.
Still needs to
But
prove
that's fine
itself.
because it works. Okay, fine. I'll give. Yes, I'm touching to activate. My problem with the Honor 8 is not the hardware. Guys, the hardware is pretty dang good. I've been playing games on this. I've been using it as sort of like a social media phone, and it's been pretty good at Snapchat and the like. My problem is the interface. This is the first step in the problems, which is look at this long.
So
I
that's
don't know,
settings?
guys. This is the camera modes.
Oh,
These
that's
are
camera.
Okay, so we have
yeah.
photo,
Let's
pro
show it.
photo, beauty video, pro video, beauty video, good food, panorama, HDR, night shot, light painting. Light painting is actually cool. We can actually do this right now if Jason wants to.
What is it?
We're gonna paint with light. So here, I'm gonna turn on my flashlight.
Like
Yeah.
tilt
So here's my flashlights on my phone.
brush? Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
we're gonna do light graffiti.
All right.
So we're gonna do light graffiti right now.
I'm down. Down. Let's do this.
And we're gonna do this without flash. All right. So
Okay, so I just go.
So hold the flashlight toward me and then just draw with it. So I'm gonna. Okay, here we go. There we go.
Whoa. What's it? What's it? Did it do it?
Wait, keep going.
Oh,
Stop. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good.
Do you need to make those noises when doing that?
Anyway,
That's the
this
question.
is what came out.
oh, okay. So that's a little abstract.
You can actually. This is very hard to show on camera.
Yeah, I think the seems to be a
But
little.
of course,
rough.
the shortcuts are behind another screen, which is also very like frustrating. Sorry.
Okay, there we go.
So that's
So you can kind of see where you
Yeah.
can go with this. If you were to go out like on the street at night and record like cars
you
driving
can
down
do
the
some
street or
really
whatever,
cool stuff
you
with
can
this.
do some really
oh,
cool
but
like light
wait, so when
smeary
you
stuff.
do the light painting, y'all, when you do light painting, it gives you options for different kind of light painting. So we have silky water, which captures the flow of moving water in a silky smooth effect. Tail lights, which capture the trails of light made, like graffiti and star tracks, so you can capture stars. So that's kind of cool. And because this is a phone made for the mills, that is the Millennials.
And they pointed that out. You're not just saying that. That was
Oh
part
my
of-
God, they beat it into our
Yeah,
heads.
that was
it into our
their
heads. We get it.
messaging.
Then little Brooklyn Beckham came out on stage, 17-year-old love child of Victoria Beckham, aka Posh Spice, and David Beckham. And he comes out and he's just like, yeah, I use the Honor 8. And I'm like, but do you really?
I do today.
He was a cutie patootie. I'll give him that. That's a
I have
word I
a
picked up from Rosie
quick
O'Donnell.
thing.
Yes, Mateo.
So I have a Huawei P9 which has the same lights painting function.
Yes.
And I've just dropped in to my very millennial Instagram link in the rundown chat.
Very
so if you want to
millennial
show off a
Instagram.
picture, it's the same sensors, it's the same hardware.
Oh, that looks really neat.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so
That's-
you did exactly what I was talking about. Right, there you go.
That's
Wow,
very
much
cool.
exposure, such light. True that.
That looks nice.
Yeah, so that was London a couple of weeks ago. That was a light painting picture with a tripod. It was a 25-second exposure.
Yeah, you could need a tripod for something like that. So, a question about this. So the Huawei P9 and this are actually very similar, right? The Huawei P9 more like the international version of this more the US version. The Huawei P9 had the Leica camera aspect to all of its marketing and everything. Is the Leica camera in here? Because they're not teasing that.
No.
So there is a difference, at least to some degree, between the camera hardware.
Yes, but this is essentially a remarketed P9 for the U.S. market.
Okay.
And
but some different internals.
Yeah, and of course, one more overhead shot just to show you what it looks like when there's no app launcher.
So you've got all your.
This is a bummer.
No app draw.
No app draw. So and by the way, because Honor has partners, you're gonna have apps on here that you gotta use.
Yeah, but you're getting. I mean, this is $400, right?
You can uninstall it. Yay!
There you go.
Awesome.
See, that's what you do. I'm fine with the pre. I'm okay with a pre-install as long as you can remove it. You know, like it's the ones that are on there whether you want them or not that I hate. So Verizon.
Yeah, so I know, right?
Yeah.
I have some feelings about the Honor phone launch. I was actually talking about this with my really good friend this past weekend. We were just sort of talking about like what Honor is trying to do in the US, and I'm just a little worried because this phone can only be bought through e-commerce, and I just don't feel like the American market is really at the point where we're, buying our phones online in mass. We're buying them through our carriers because that's where you get the subsidized price.
Yeah.
And this phone is $399. There's a lot of other phones that are $399. The one that comes to mind is the OnePlus 3, which definitely comes with a little more oomph than the Honor 8.
Okay.
And then, of course, I also think about, this phone, the Note 7, is that you're going to buy this through your carrier. You're getting one of the best phones on the market right now at a subsidized price. Mm-hmm. And why would you buy this phone for $400 unlocked when you can buy this phone for $400 from your carrier with $800 worth of parts?
To have choice.
No, absolutely. I agree with you. It's great to have it, but I'm just saying from like a marketing perspective, to have Honor 8 like really come in and to have Honor come in and really like make a splash as a brand, it needs to do a little bit more than repeat the marketing efforts it's doing overseas in China. Because it's a very different market here. And I see like what they're trying to go for. And this phone is really nice. Like I would love to tell people to go buy this phone. I just don't really.
So why don't you? I mean, that's the thing.
Because you can get a better deal for $399.
I guess. I guess that. I mean, at least the way I look at it is $399 is really the ceiling of the unlocked phone, for me at least. Like when I look at phones that are in the Note 7, kind of price range, anything, high, in the $699, $799, stuff like that. It's insane without a subsidized.
No, it's true.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. I mean, I suppose there are some people who can't afford it. I know I can't afford it. I wouldn't afford it. So you got to go the subsidized route for those kind of phones. But I think for $399 and below, then it becomes someone like me who I do not want to, even though I've been with T-Mobile since 2007, I have no plans of leaving. If I want to, I can. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter. And that's a real, and every phone I bought since I think like 2009 or so has been unlocked for that reason. So, I mean, I don't know. I get what you're saying, that you can get, and especially if you're targeting millennials or younger folk who may or may not, who may not have as much money, assuming mommy or daddy aren't paying for it. You're making the choice of what you want, whether you want to be locked into a carrier or not. And when you want a phone, nothing is worse than I want this phone and I can't have it. That's the worst. And so honestly, I think $399 is a little affordable, and I get what you're saying that you can get a better deal somewhere else, but I guess it just changes what your priorities are.
No, you're right. You're right.